And we're back.
Good evening. Welcome to episode 15 of the Double D podcast with Dan and Doug. This episode titled Episode 15, Starlink Redemption.
Not sure why he's talking like that, but yeah, here we go.
Got a frog in my throat. And it... Fuck, never mind. Sometimes I have to talk like that to stop myself from coughing.
So we're gonna kind of veer away from TikTok today and get back to you guys and get back to somebody said that we should talk a little bit more about some movies.
Fucking A. That's why we started this thing. I mean, kind of. I mean, I feel like that was the root. The root was like, let's bitch about movies, but we didn't want it to just be that.
Not just bitch. It's about everything, fucking whatever we want to talk about.
In and out and up and down and around.
And we got different segments.
We do.
If you want to see a segment, you have to email double segments.
Double D's segments. Double D S
segments.
Is it double? Hold on. Let me check.
It's one S. It's doubled segment.
Yes, doubled segment. It's technically double D segments.
Double segments.
Double D segments. Double D. Just put it on the screen.
Yeah.
If you would like to throw us a topic or throw us a movie to review or suggest some beer to drink, speaking of which.
Or something to go in our Folger. What's in the fridge?
What's in the fridge?
Ba-da-ba.
I see Klondike.
Huh?
I see Klondike lager.
Klondike?
Oh, wait. Is it Klondike? No. There's no Klondike. Where the fuck did I see Klondike? Oh, I lose it, Doug. Something's wrong with my brain. I thought I saw Klondike, but it's Blondie. See, I saw Londe, and I just immediately thought Klondike.
Do we get too much shadow on my head? Do we need a light on here?
Well, the hat does it, but it also does it to my face, right?
Do we need a light? Here, does this look better with shadow, or?
You let us know.
We have studio lights.
Oh, yeah, that does look better. It makes my face look more even.
Ah, there we go. Hey.
There's Dougie's face.
There, that's better. I'll just be like this.
You won't be able to hide if you start to fall asleep, though.
If I just do this.
Crack.
I don't think I'm still alive. As long as
his mouth is still trying to work up some spit so that he can say something.
So what do we got here?
This
Henderson's Brewing
is Lager Klondike Blonde, apparently.
Laggard. She's laggard.
She's haggard. She's laggard. She's not Klondike at all.
I had a girlfriend once that was laggard.
I had a girlfriend once who was haggard. I wonder if they know each other. I'll let you pour this one.
Okay.
Since last time, I feel like I was was it last episode or the episode before where I spilled shit on the keyboard? I can't remember.
Yeah. Food truck laggard hill.
Nice.
It's cold, eh?
And there's nothing to do with Klondike. I got dikes on the brain.
Brewed and canned by Henderson Brewing Company in Toronto, Canada.
Well, hey, shout out to Toronto.
It kind of looks backwards, but it's only backwards to me, not to you.
Well, you know what? Toronto's kind of backwards to begin with, so shout out to Toronto. One of our previous segments, we were talking about city life. The wonders of the North versus the wonders of Toronto living.
Yeah.
Let's see if they can make up for it with their brewing.
Yep. But like a lot of smart people, we bought a truck and moved north.
Got someone pregnant. I was thinking, fuck. I can't remember what brought it on, but it was something about relating to or having a question for the young ladies watching, and you know, if they got daddy issues, we can help them out in both ways because you can buy them a truck and I can get them pregnant. Cheers to you. Both already moved north. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
it's good. It's
not
crisp.
haggard.
It's not haggard at all. It's very crisp. It's got that Klondike freshness.
It's very like light. It's got some. I I like it. It's a good one.
If I had
All
to
right,
drink
cheers.
6, I might drink 6 of those. That is quite the wall we're building over there. You know, eventually there's going to be a night where you just go to reach for something and just a whole shitload of cans falls down on you.
Yeah, I got 3 range back there somehow.
The night of the clangers.
Anyhows, dude, my fucking not gonna.
Did you have a movie topic of discussion for starters?
Yeah, we're gonna discuss. I mean, we did a whole thing on Stephen King, and we're both kind of into those type of movies and shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, another guy that, and again, it's I watched these movies and I didn't really know he was the director or part of it. Was M. Night?
Oh, right.
Lala Ding Dong, however you pronounce it.
M. Night Shyamalan. Shyamalan.
No.
Shyamalan.
I don't think that's
or is it Shyamalan? I've always said M. Night Shyamalan, and no one's
Shalaman.
Shalaman. You can call him Shalaman. I will continue to call him Shalaman.
Okay. Anyways,
M. Night.
Like he's the king of twist and suspense. Right?
He's
not horror like Stephen King.
No,
but he's like twist and the master of tension and.
Yeah, he's all about that third act twist. What a twist! Big into that. That and making movies that are either really good or fucking shit. There's really no in between. Can you think of a pretty good M. Night movie? They're either really decent or like, what the fuck did I just watch?
Well, we're gonna go through them.
We are from start to finish, front to back. Do you have Avatar on there?
Wait, he did Avatar?
Good boy.
What?
Well, skip that one.
Did he do Avatar?
Last Airbender?
Oh yes.
Not James Cameron Blue Smurf.
Oh, okay,
Avatar.
yeah, that's on there.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, Last Airbender.
God damn it!
It's one I didn't see.
I haven't got much to say about it, but pretty sure it'll fit the narrative.
2010, not a very good one, eh?
Well, I watched about this much of the anime. I didn't watch a lot of it, but I knew a lot of people who loved it and were skeptical about him directing it. And then I watched it, and I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? It felt just disjointed and disconnected and limp. I don't know how else to describe it. And then I started hearing reviews, and people fucking hated it. Like, it was one of the, when they talk about movie bombs and movies that did the fans wrong, that's when they go for it. That and the Dragon Ball movie was fucking shit. But we're talking about M. Night. So should we start at the beginning so that I don't get on another rant?
Well, I wrote out the movies, and I've seen most of them actually, and a lot of them. I mean, now I did, but when I watched them, I didn't know they were M. Nights.
Isn't Stuart Little one of his?
Yeah. But he didn't direct it. He did something else in it.
Yeah, I know he was involved with it.
Yeah, there was a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them that he was involved with, but he didn't really direct. He wrote the screenplay or something to that effect.
Nice.
Don't quote me on that. No, fact check me on that. Fuck you, fact check me.
Fact checked and send it to double D segments. We can do more than at gmail.com. Double D segments at gmail.com. Gmail. What's the first one?
Well, so he's another dude that's in a lot of them anyways.
Like in his own movies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has little parts, even if they're just cameo in the background. He's in most of them.
He's done some parts. He usually likes to play a small, important character. One that dumps exposition on you, usually.
Yeah.
Especially in The Village. The Village was like, okay, who's going to do the huge third act exposition dump all over the screen? And M. Night was like, I'll do it.
Oh.
And you don't even see him. You just hear his voice, and he's just dumping. Like, the whole fucking story, just explaining everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you got there at the beginning? What's the first?
Unbreakable.
That wasn't his first one, though.
No.
But that's what we're starting with?
Particular order.
Unbreakable, I would call one of his good ones.
Yeah.
And there's a superhero movie you actually would watch.
And it was.
There you go. We found one.
And one that I liked.
part of a trilogy, actually.
I was going to say, he does not do any sequels.
No, but to be fair, what was it? Not is it Split? No.
Yeah, Split.
Yeah.
And Glass.
Those are like that was like an accidental sequel. Like the whole movie had nothing to do with anything, and then there's like a little clip at the end that ties it to Unbreakable.
So I saw in an interview he said it's his only trilogy.
Klondike. It's like Klondike. Blondie. Is it blonde?
It's yeah, laggard blonde.
Laggard blonde.
Holy fuck.
Sorry.
So he's the only one. I mean, fuck. Where am I talking about? Oh yeah. He says that's the only one that he's kind of made a trilogy to because the story was so fucking long. He had to break it up into segments. And after he released Unbreakable, it ended up not having very good reviews and shit.
Yeah.
So he kind of put the other ones away for a while and did some other movies. And when he finished those other movies, he went back and brought them out. I thought Unbreakable was really good. Right?
Unbreakable
with
Bruce Willis.
Yeah, Bruce Willis
and Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
And a few others in there.
Yeah.
But no, I really liked it. I mean, it wasn't. It didn't have the impact of The Sixth Sense, but it was a solid follow up. You know, I feel like if people weren't coming so high off The Sixth Sense being like that movie, then they wouldn't have given Unbreakable such a hard look. But it was a good movie. It was interesting. It was a grounded take on the idea of superheroes actually existing, and I thought Bruce Willis was fantastic in it. And Samuel Jackson too.
Yeah.
Like great hero villain dynamic and some really, really memorable scenes. Like the scene where his son's holding a gun on him. Because he's like, "Don't worry, Dad, like you'll be fine. The bullet will bounce right off." And him and his wife are trying to like talk him down. And it's like, no, we don't shoot our friends. That's just stuck in my head. We don't shoot our friends, right, Doug?
Oh. Don't point fucking guns at them first.
Sorry, Doug. Never gonna live that shit down. It was one time.
Yeah, The Sixth Sense. That was a pretty cool one. I mean, that was like the very end of it. Like it told the story, right? The whole thing.
And I've heard so many people say like, "Oh yeah, I could tell the twist. I knew the twist." And like,
not a fucking chance.
Sure, maybe like a couple of people who hyper analyze movies when they watch them, but majority of people, no, you had no fucking clue. Most of us had no fucking clue. I'm a pretty actually, you know what? I might be good at analyzing movies because Sixth Sense did me so dirty back in the day. But I saw that when I was young. When did that shit come out? The Sixth Sense? What was that like 2000?
1999.
Klondike. How old would I have been in 99? I was in high school, so I was like 17 maybe. So I was still a stupid kid. I didn't see it coming. I knew something was up, but I didn't know what it was. And that one hit me like, oh my gosh. And I went to see that with some people. We snuck into the theater because it was sold out, packed. And we'd heard from a bunch of people, they didn't spoil it at least, that it was like an amazing movie. You got to go see it. So we snuck into the theater and we're like, there's 4 of us and we're just like hunched middle to back, you know, the least suspecting place. And the usher comes in with a flashlight trying to find spots for the people that actually paid to go to the right theater. And we're just sitting there like, please don't ask for tickets. And then we saw it. And I mean, how do you follow that up?
Well, he did. He did with quite a lot.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know if he's ever hit that again. And I mean, some of them have been really good.
I don't know. Yeah, that one was really good just because of the story and how, I mean, it rolled out and it wasn't until the end that twist happened in it, right?
Yeah.
but a newer one, Knock at the Cabin.
Oh, that's the one with Batista.
Yeah.
And the 4 people that show up at the door.
Yeah, the 4 horsemen.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw that. That was good.
Yeah.
I don't want to go into spoiler territory. I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I remember how it ended, but the concept of it was just like, fuck. Like, what would you do? It's pretty heavy shit. But, yeah, watching that as like a parent, that's hard. Like, it's like, what the fuck am I watching?
It was pretty, but it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I guess what it was, The Sixth Sense, and then Unbreakable.
Yeah, and then Signs.
And then Signs, right?
I don't give a shit what anyone says. I fucking love Signs.
Who doesn't like Signs?
Signs is probably, like, people could arguably say The Sixth Sense is his best movie.
There's people out there who fucking bitch about fucking everything.
It's
Fuck
true.
them.
It's true. Fuck you. I love Signs, and I'm not fucking ashamed of it. I will cut your fingers off with a fucking knife under the door.
Signs actually freaked the fuck out of me.
It's fucking scary and unnerving.
Especially when at the time, I never even believed in fucking aliens and shit.
Yeah.
That one kind of, all those, they're showing they're watching the TV.
All the little clips and shit.
What's buddy there that played Joker?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. He's sitting there and he's watching the TV with the kids, right?
Yeah.
And the news clipping comes on. Oh, and it's a little kid's birthday party down in South America or whatever, and they're all like, "Oh, looking out the window," and they all run, and all of a sudden it's like, "Holy fuck!" His reaction to it just enhanced your own jump back.
It does. It's like he was the jump scare, really.
Yeah.
Now, this is the thing, and people talk about jump scares all the time, how they're overused. There's too much buildup. Signs has, to me, the best jump scare I've ever seen in any movie. And it fucking like ripped my heart out of my chest, and it's the fucking hand sliding under the door.
Oh, yeah.
Because the buildup is all tension with. I don't think there's any sound.
Yeah.
He looks under the door. He doesn't see anything. You think he's about to leave. He goes to look under one more time, and a fucking hand reaches for him. And the only sound is the sound of it sliding on the fucking floor. That scared the shit out of me. And to me, that's the best or most effective way to scare, like jump scare. Is there's no oh wait, nothing happened, and then something jumps out at you. Fuck that shit. Apparently the Nun's really bad for that. You watched that shit, right? Yeah. Apparently there was a formula in the jump scares in the Nun. It was the same build up every time, and then something scary happened.
It was good. So Mel Gibson was in that one too.
Yes.
Right? And, M. Night played the
guy who killed his wife.
That's right. He was the drunk driver that pinned
his wife to a tree. Right? Yeah, that's fucked up.
And he said when he was trying to do that scene, he had to be emotional and start to cry and all that. And just as he started to, Mel Gibson cracked the joke or whatever, and he's like, "Fuck, Mel! Like, I'm not an actor. I can't just do this." Like, and Mel Gibson just kept fucking jarring at him. Fucking trying to throw him off and shit. Yeah.
Well, you know what?
He's doing the scene.
The scene where he's talking about it, or the scene that night?
I'm imagining was the scene that night. I'm not 100%.
Because I don't think he actually he doesn't talk to him that night.
Well, but Mel was off camera.
Oh yeah.
And he was trying to do the scene where he was supposed to cry and be all emotional.
Yeah.
And he got the tears going, and then Mel cracks some joke, and then the tears disappear. He's like, "Fuck, I can't just turn them on and off like you."
Yeah, it's tough. Well, that's maybe why you shouldn't act in your fucking movie as a really intense character that committed a terrible fucking crime. Klondike. Oh god, that was a really good beer.
That's good.
That's very good.
And then what? The Village, right?
You know what? And again, that's another one. People had a huge fucking problem with The Village, and I liked the idea. I don't necessarily like the way it wrapped up, because it was like a movie that's like, hey, let's draw everybody in with the promise of a monster movie. And then they'll come to the monster movie and realize it's not a monster movie. Then, during the third act, before we drop the bomb on them, we'll make a really stupid monster movie that's just like 10 minutes in the woods of like fake tension of fucking Adrian Brody in the suit trying to chase the chick down.
Yeah, I can't
That was the only part of the movie I was like, this is stupid.
I don't really remember this movie. Like, I remember it, I know what it's about and everything, but I'm not sure if I watched it or didn't put an impression on it.
It's about a bunch of people that create a society free of violence by making like a medieval village in the middle of a giant reserve. And this guy has so much money that he can basically pay that planes aren't allowed to fly over it. So people who grew up or live in this place would believe that that's the world they live in.
And if they tried to leave, there's monsters.
Yeah, there's monsters in the woods.
Blah, 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 blah.
They created a control structure where you can't leave the village.
Right.
But eventually it's passed on that it's just the elders pretending to be these creatures. And then the blind girl, who's also the teacher, her boyfriend gets stabbed by Adrian Brody because he's jealous, and she has to try and go and get medicine for him. And when before she goes, she knows she can't go, and her father, who's the chief, is basically like, these things don't exist. You can go into the woods, you'll be safe. And when she goes to try and find medicine, that's when Adrian Brody steals one of the friggin' suits and comes after her, which I thought was really stupid. Now, the movie I thought was good. The idea is fucking aces. Some of the execution was like, we need something for the trailer. Let's film this dumb shit so people will think it's a monster movie. And everybody who went was disappointed that didn't get their monster movie. Yeah. They got a brilliant think piece about society and violence and how far you could go to create a society free of violence, but it still fucking gets there. That stabbing scene is fucked up. You just see the knife slide out of him. It was really well done, the effect. It was like first person looking down, watching a knife get pulled out of you. Brody.
Lovely.
Yeah. And then he does the exposition dump as one of the park rangers. Talks about how the guy, the millionaire guy paid to have nobody fly over the reserve and all that shit. But that's the village.
Right. And then the next one, I don't think I saw Lady in the Water.
And again, this is another one that people thought was a dud. I really liked it.
Did you? It's good.
I thought.
Should I watch it?
I would say watch it.
I like it.
You might. I honestly couldn't tell you if you'll like it or not. It's a bedtime story for adults. Oh. It's a movie that feels like it. No, we'll get to the sexy ghost later. No, it's a movie that feels like a bunch of adults experiencing a situation that is something a child would believe is real, but it's happening to them. I don't know how else to describe it. It's interesting, and it's got great performances. Paul Giamatti?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's really good
Pig Vomit?
Pig Vomit?
Yeah, and Howard Stern movie, the Howard Stern movie. He was the producer or whatever. That was his nickname, Big Vomit.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
No worries.
Trivia.
I think he's a great actor. You ever see Sideways?
No.
No? Oh, shit. There's a great director that did Sideways. I can't remember who it is now. Fuck. But yeah, he was great in that, too. And fucking Shoot. Oh, my God. Did you see Shoot 'Em Up?
Mm-hmm.
He was so good in that.
Yeah.
That's the fucking guy. But yeah, he's the main guy in Lady in the Water, and I won't spoil it for you. Something worth checking out, and let me know if you actually liked it. Because again, it's one of those movies that I feel I have to defend.
Right.
People are like, "What the fuck was going on in that movie? It's fucking weird." I'm like, I liked it. I thought it was very charming. So yeah, add that to the list. Write it down. Just put a star next to it.
Okay. So this is one I saw not too long ago. So I saw a clip, probably saw a clip on whatever social media. I was like, oh fuck, I gotta watch this movie again. It's been so long. The Happening.
Oh, The Happening.
Yeah.
No. Oh, that's what you remind me of. You remind me of the old woman in The Happening.
Fuck. Oh fuck.
You know what? The Happening, it's one of those movies that's so bad it's good. You don't have
so bad. I don't know it's so bad.
Some of the acting in it it's from great actors but laughably bad. Like some of Mark Wahlberg's delivery, some of Zooey Deschanel's delivery, it's just like, what? Like first take, cheesy on purpose. But again, it's a cool story. It's interesting.
I liked it.
I enjoyed it. And it was fucking violent. Like some of the ways people died, just unnecessarily fucked up.
Flies down in front of the fucking lawnmower.
Gets run over. The guy getting ripped apart by the lions. Chicks stabbing themselves in the neck. Throwing themselves off fucking buildings. It definitely painted a messed up picture. But yeah, some of the dialogue in it is just like. But again, it's like it's kind of so bad that it's good. It makes it.
I enjoyed the story.
Enjoyable.
Big time.
The story, yes, but did you not feel that some of the acting in it was like?
It was old, so I didn't worry about it.
Yeah, I guess pretty much anything after, like Nat won't watch older movies. She just doesn't. She's like, well, what year did it come out? 2011, and then it's like, well, come on, it's 12 years ago. It's not that bad.
So it's fuck. Oh, that's an old movie. I saw it at my brother's house. I showed you the video.
Oh yeah, he had a great
collection.
collection.
Used to be the theater room where you used to have a 100-inch screen that come down. You had like tiered bench seats and everything.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
We used to go watch and
but turned it into a pool room.
Yeah, I know.
Who likes pool that much? I could play pool like once a month. Like, I could watch movies every night.
I know. But he still has a collection. He still puts up he's got all his posters and everything, right? But all those movies are old.
Yeah.
He watches the old game, the TV network, the games, all the old games or the old movies and TV shows.
Well, shit, I can't remember the last time I bought a Blu-ray. So, like, I have a decent movie collection as well, but I haven't restocked it. Like, it's not something I keep up with.
Yeah,
I can't remember the last movie. I think last Blu-ray that we got was the freaking Paw Patrol movie for Max, which I watched like 40 times. Like, oh my, I have that whole movie memorized. But yeah, like most of the hard movies that they're old, and so there's something charming about it.
So what's the next one on the list?
After
the next
The Happening?
one is I know what it is. Do you?
After The Happening?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I want to say it would be Avatar, or what else happened after The Happening? Not Old. That was way later. Then there was Devil.
Well, yeah, the last Airbender and the Devil came out in 2010.
I still haven't seen Devil, but I wanted to see it. I love the concept of it. Any movie about people trapped in an elevator, I always think is very interesting. It's like
Dave Chappelle's in that.
He is?
Yeah, he's one of the characters.
Good old DC. Shit, I mean, I have to watch it. My only problem is that I know the fucking twist. Somebody spoiled it for me. One of those asshole situations where you're like, "Oh, Devil, yeah, that's one of those movies I still want to watch," and they're like, "Oh, this person was the fucking devil." I'm like, "You fucking prick bastard!" I mean, that's who I thought it was going to be. Like, I look at the 4 people in there, and I'm like, "Who's most likely to be fucking evil?" That one. And then it turns out that's what it was.
Yeah.
But I still want to watch it just to see the build-up. But
it's one I haven't seen. It's one I almost had on the other night, but I couldn't get it to download. So
good old Starlink. And then Avatar. Well,
I haven't seen Avatar. Every time I see it, I just go by it. It's like it's just like what's in the fridge.
Yeah. Fucking A. I didn't know you were done.
We are there. We are here and we are there. And this is part of our next segment.
Henderson's Best Amber Ale. Sponsor.
Henderson. So was the last one Henderson?
It might have been.
It was.
This person who stocked this just went grabbing thing after thing. Damn beer ghost. Henderson's Best Amber Ale. 5.5%.
Horny, sexy ghost.
Horny, sexy ghost. Who wouldn't want a horny, sexy ghost living in their house?
The Last Airbender. Yeah, that's one I just, every time it's on whatever, if it's Netflix or wherever I see it, I just kind of scroll past it.
Yeah, there's
no interest.
There's no reason to watch it because while Avatar: The Last Airbender is a great show with great characters.
Is it animation?
It is. It's anime. It's got a great following. And I mean, it's cool. It's about a bunch of people that can basically use the elements to fucking blow each other up.
No.
And go to war with each other. And the main guy, whose name I can't remember, is an airbender, and all the airbenders were wiped out by the Fire Nation. But he has this ability to use all the elements, and nobody else can do that. So he can use all 4 of the elements and like combine them, which makes him insanely powerful. And the whole world is at war because the Fire Nation just goes around dominating and fucking everything up. So he goes out to try and liberate and help people. And is it bad? Oh, now I gotta try it. Oh, that's like Rickards.
It's like that fucking...
The Koki?
It's like that Newark.
Yeah, it is like the Newark. It's got that Rickards red copper taste.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Yeah, so Avatar The Last Ender, a big pile of shit. But apparently they're giving it another shot. They're going to try...
So why is it called Avatar? Like,
because that's what they call a person who can use all of the elements, I think. Again, I only watched like 2 or 3 episodes of the show. But I'll tell you this, that show has been around for way longer than James Cameron's movie. Like, that was Avatar.
Right.
Yeah. But now it's like, when you hear the name Avatar, you have to be like, Smurf aliens or airbending?
Smurf aliens, yeah.
Yeah. Good old Smurf aliens. Sexy ghost Smurf alien would be nice. Good. And then what came after Devil and Avatar? Kind of foggy after that.
Probably the fucking Will Smith and his son.
Oh, fuck me. The Planet Earth one? After. Oh, God.
Where they crashed on Earth, but it was Earth back in the past or whatever?
You want to talk about a toilet flush fucking vanity project with zero redeeming qualities. Best.
Not.
That movie sucks the dick of the devil and churns the balls.
Yeah.
It was a fucking terrible movie.
Yeah.
It had like... I can't even say that the concept was cool. It was so shittily executed. The pitch meeting for it is fucking hilarious because it just captures how bad and how stupid the fucking story is. But that's all I'll say about it.
Right. So it was based on a Will Smith project that he wanted to do with his son or something.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah. It's about the son of a... It's funny because when they talk about the storyline of what it's about, it's so similar to the real life of Will and Jaden Smith. Mm-hmm. Will Smith has done all this amazing stuff, and he's famous, and he's so talented, and his son is just this huge best Henderson's disappointment,
not best,
who can't live up to anything his dad's done. And it's like, it's so closely tied to their real relationship of just Jada being a Jaden.
Fuck that Jada.
Fuck Jada and the stupid ass son. I mean, it can't be easy growing up being the son of Will Smith and realizing you're just a giant fucking turd. But thanks for all the shit movies. Karate Kid my ass. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck that.
Yeah, so
yeah, that was shit. I agree.
Terrible.
I agree.
That it gets 0 from me. And I honestly I don't want to be that guy that's this movie fucking but that movie is fucking ass. If I had a choice between like listening to a troubleshooting video for 6 hours on how to right click a fucking mouse or that shit movie, sign me up for the right click.
If I had to listen to the fucking Double D podcast or fucking not watch that movie.
I fucking love the Double D podcast.
Dude, all over it.
I'm probably the only, one of 2 of the only people who've heard every episode. I honestly think Nat stopped watching after episode 8.
Most episodes are creeping up to... Oh, thanks. No, it's more than Denise got through.
What's that?
More than Denise got through, I think.
Oh, probably. Thanks, Denise. You'll never hear this, so... Like
unless you hear it now.
maybe on Doug's 62nd birthday.
Fucking
7 years from now,
No,
she will watch
way
episode
more than
15.
After Earth. What's After Earth?
What's After Earth?
Oh, The Visit. I've never seen it. I don't even know what it's about. The Visit.
The Visit. Is that the one
I don't know.
with the fucked up grandparents?
Oh!
Is it the one where the kids go to stay with their grandparents?
And they're murderers or something?
And it's like it's not actually their grandparents?
Oh, that's what it is.
Is that what it is? I haven't seen that. I've seen...
I know that movie you're talking about. They drop the kids go to stay with the grandparents.
And the
they've
grandparents
never seen
are acting weird.
Yeah, they killed the grandparents or pretending to be their grandparents, right?
I think that's what it is.
Is that The Visit? We'll have to Google that one. You talk while I Google.
I think that's...
Because we don't want dead space anymore.
No, we had a lot of complaints from our listeners during...
We had exactly 5 complaints from all of our listeners.
All of them. All 5. Didn't like how much dead air there was on those TikTok-centered episodes. Now, granted, that's probably on me because I spent way too much time doing this. You recognize this face. And Doug's doing that same thing. We're recording a podcast, but we're both fucking around on TikTok. But don't worry, hey, this is my phone. I'm not using it for anything other than checking the time. Ooh, Shoppers Drug Mart reminders. Good times. Your blue pills are ready.
It's help you go to sleep, right? That's what you said.
Yeah.
So The Visit is Becca and younger brother Tyler say goodbye to their mother as they board a train and head deep into Pennsylvania farm country to meet their maternal grandparents for the first time. Welcomed by Nana and Pop. All seem well until the siblings start noticing increasingly strange behavior from the seemingly charming couple. Once the children discover a shocking secret, they begin to wonder if they'll ever make it home. That's the one. Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
So I watched it. I had no idea it was this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what'd you think of it?
I thought it's another one of those great fucking twisting movies. I enjoyed it, but I'm not hard to fucking please. So obviously,
well, that might be all it takes for me to start watching it. I just finished season 3 of Justified. That's your fault.
Yeah. How's Leland doing?
Oh, you mean Leland Gibbons? Oh God, that was funny. He's doing good. He's expecting. And what did he do? Who did he shoot in the last episode? Oh no, he found out that his dad was the guy who shot the cop. There's a scene where the evil guy with the suit, was always
Raylan's dad shot the guy?
Raylan's dad shot some cop. They thought the cop got shot by the asshole guy in the suit, and then they were bringing somebody in, and they're like, "Oh, you think he shot the marshal? No, that was your dad that did that." And he's just like, "Fuck!" And apparently, his dad was shooting at a guy in a cowboy hat and didn't know who he was.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of gives that idea that maybe his dad thought he was shooting Leland.
Who the fuck's Leland?
Leland's the name of the cop that got shot. Leland Gibbons. If we ever make a spoof of Justified called They Probably Deserved It, that could be the lead character's name.
Leland, yes. Yeah. Yeah, The Visit. It's good.
It's good?
Yeah.
I'd check it out.
It was good.
I mean, I already know the twist, but
the kids get all
the story could be
freaked out.
Well, there's a lot of good movies that center around that kind of concept. It's always spooky when if they make a movie where it's like, oh, the kids, I'm scared for the kids, and you don't feel in any way something bad could happen to the kids. It's just like the worst plot armor. But I feel like in an M. Night movie, he wouldn't be scared to fuck shit up. Yeah. Especially with Old, which we'll get to soon. But
right.
Yeah, there's some lines he's not scared to cross, which can help with the tension.
Yeah. So I mean, there's nothing in there that makes you think that these people aren't.
Mm-hmm.
But the kids just,
yeah,
they've never really met them, so
yeah.
So then he went back to Split.
Right. And
Right.
Split, I liked. Split, I remember seeing the trailer for it and being like excited, like, and I love the guy. Fuck, can't remember his name right now. McAvoy, James McAvoy.
I couldn't tell you.
I think it's McAvoy, James McAvoy. I think, yeah, the guy who plays, guy from all the things in the movie.
Split.
It was the guy from Split. Yeah, he was in X-Men.
Best.
Best Henderson.
Not best.
Not best, no. Copper penny bullshit. I'm only drinking it because I don't want to pour it down the toilet because then I'd have to go find a toilet. Unless you got a good corner around here. So.
Hey, you know what? We're just going to stop and do a segment here. Fucked up online.
Segments!
I got something for you for fucked up online.
You actually have something other than my silly suggestion?
Fucked up online.
Here we go. I'm excited.
Where'd it go?
Tick tock on the clock, but the party won't stop tonight. Gonna fight till I see the sunlight.
All right. Hold on.
I'm holding. Are you guys holding? Hold it. Reach down and hold it. I mean, reach up and hold it. Fucked up online. Doug's favorite segment.
Trying to make.
Technical issues.
Your fucked up online is all fucked up.
There we go.
Double fuck. Double D.
Heard that correctly. Alyssa Royce, the owner of Rocket Community
Start
Fitness.
this over. Hold on. There we go.
Are lunatics trying to make weights woke. You heard that correctly. Alyssa Royce, the owner of Rocket Community Fitness, a CrossFit gym in, you guessed it, Seattle, is now urging CrossFit box owners to stop designating barbells as men in women's bars. 45 pounds equals a men's bar and 35 pounds a woman's bar, but apparently she says this is silly because barbells don't have genders, they have weights. One of her main arguments is that you are implying that if a man cannot handle the heavier barbell, that he is less of a man. Well, newsflash, Alyssa, this is a bad thing. I am 5'2", 102 pounds, and even I can handle the men's bar. Oh, but it gets even worse. The owner also says that by having men in women's bars, you are excluding not-binary folks. This has gotten so out of control. If you are offended by a bar being labeled according to the gender that they are typically used for, then please do me and everybody else a favor. Just stay home. Your mind is already unhealthy, so your body might as well be too.
She's got a fucking point.
And that's tonight's episode of Fucked Up Online.
So basically, you can't go to the gym and work out unless you bring your helmet.
If you're not binary, you got no fucking bars that will lift.
Well, I only
There's
lift.
only male bars. There's only male bars and female bars. There's no non-binary bars.
Well, those would be all like uneven. Like 20 pounds on one side, 5 on the other.
Bars.
Oh, fuck. Got it. Yeah. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to hold this thing.
That's fucked up.
Online. Thanks for that, Doug.
Hey.
Did you know math is racist? Math
is racist. Yeah, I heard that. I heard you can't teach them 2 + 2 = 4 because that's racist.
It's.
Why is that racist?
There's a video that explains it, and again, a friend of mine who lives in Toronto brought this up to me like, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago. We were playing poker and we were talking about something, and he's like, oh, by the way, did you know that math is racist now? And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, it's like a thing, that math is racist. And I was like, how the fuck is math racist? And it's because it deals in absolutes. Apparently, that's what it all boils down to. Math tells you there's only one answer to things. Not cool. There needs to be a spectrum of answers.
How's that racist still? How do you get racist out of it not cool?
Why is math racist? Tell us, Google. Why is math racist?
Dude, that explanation doesn't make any... That explanation's racist.
It is. Why is math racist? I just want to know.
That's horrible fucking beer.
Oh, it's terrible. I don't want to read a fucking article. Just tell me in one sentence why math is fucking racist. Recently, many mathematicians have been pushed to discuss these issues more and more focused on the field of coming to racism. Okay. Math is math. Math is a universal language. When the fucking aliens come to communicate with us, math will be the one thing we can agree on. And I think, what was it? Who was it? Was it Ricky Gervais? I think somebody said something once where it's like all the religions that have ever been written, if the earth was to blow up, completely different religions and things would be created in 10,000 years. Whereas the science books and the math books would all pretty much be the same. Because you can't really argue with the science and facts of 1 and a 1 is a 2. And I don't think there's anything racist about that. Now, there's probably some angry people out there who don't like my tune. To you, I say, good sir, here's a gift card to Sport Check. Check out the helmet section. Do you hear about what happened to the comedian on Netflix?
Which one?
Matt, what's his name?
Rife?
Matt Rife. So, a joke he made got a lot of people pissed off, and he posted a comment saying, "I just want to say to anybody who I offended with my joke, that here's a link you can click on," and it was a link to a helmet store.
I like Matt Rife.
I like him too, man. And I mean,
he believes in ghosts. He goes ghost hunting.
Yeah. I think we discussed that at one point. And I mean, hey, to each your own. I don't find that offensive. I don't believe in ghosts, and I think people that do are a little deluded. But does that mean I think they shouldn't go looking for ghosts? If that's something you enjoy doing, go for it. I don't give a fuck. Doesn't hurt me. Go look for your ghosts. And if you find one, I hope it's a sexy ghost that wants to give you an old rub-a-dug-dug.
So if you had a horny, sexy ghost who rocked your world every night, would you stay at home all day?
Yes.
Why? If she only rocked your world at night.
Well, she rocks your world. She rocks your world at night. But if you were home all day, then you'd have a horny, sexy ghost that's pretty much there for you exclusively. Now, there's people out there that they'll get into something. They become obsessed with a thing, and then that's their whole life. Like not sex addicts per se, but like the idea that if you didn't need to worry about all the bullshit, if you just had this horny, sexy ghost at home, would you ever need to go out to pursue anything else in that regard? The idea of fucking a robot scares me. This is why I go with the horny, sexy ghost, because robots can be hacked. A ghost cannot be hacked. Maybe disappointed.
Well, maybe
like in Japan, they've made great strides in
maybe
making
the ghost
fuckable robots.
Becomes demonic or something.
Well, according to you and fucking Keeks, there are no bad ghosts. They're all like Casper, except horny and sexy.
No, he said they can't hurt you. You can't touch you.
Well, this one can.
Well, we're changing the rules now.
That's what they're made for.
Well, some can, I guess. So demons can.
Demons will fuck you up. Demons will come for you.
Ghosts won't hurt you, but demons and shit will.
Well, what if it's a ghost like in Ghost, and if it really centers all of its emotions, it can connect with the physical world, and it's a horny, sexy ghost, so it can really like just focus in all the right spots. Would you ever go anywhere again? Remember, it's not just a horny ghost; it's a sexy ghost.
Oh,
We're talking.
I don't know, wouldn't you get you'd get bored, wouldn't you? Eventually,
she could look like whoever you want. She probably wouldn't even mind, as long as you're down with the horny, sexy ghost. Question to consider: email us at Double D Segments and let us know if you had a horny, sexy ghost, who would your horny, sexy ghost be?
And would you stay at home all day?
Would you stay home all day? This is going to be the clip that they're playing in the fucking court. This is the time they just went too far.
So after Split,
Back to Shyamalan.
after Split was
Old? No.
no, it was Glass,
Glass. Glass was the last one.
which was the third one. Yes,
I didn't see it.
it was centered around
the three of them.
Samuel Jackson mostly.
Yeah.
Because he was because on the Earth, Bruce Willis, nothing could hurt him. He was right.
Yeah.
So in the Earth, everything had the complete opposite. So Samuel Jackson grew up. His bones were like glass. Right?
Yeah.
Break and everything. So it was kind of his story from his side. Yeah.
And see, like, I wanted to see it. I was really excited because I liked the first two. And I didn't get around to it because it's hard to get to the movies nowadays. So I had to kind of wait for it to come on to something.
Right.
And then I couldn't help but watch a couple of reviews of it. And just everything I heard made me go, oh, fuck. They boned it.
Fuck people.
I know, but I got two people who I trust. And they're two very different reviewers. One is very big into the technical aspect because he's a filmmaker himself. And the other is very big into the entertainment side of it because he watches movies to be entertained. And they very rarely agree completely on movies. But they both agreed that this was a huge misstep and wasted opportunity.
Really?
To bring these three characters together and do something cool with it. And at this point, it's like, I only get X amount of time to watch shit. Do I want to drop 3 hours into this movie that I know is going to leave me going, fuck. You only get so much time to do that stuff. That's, to me, is the kind of movie where it's like, if I'm on a plane and it's the only thing to watch, and it's between that and staring at the seat, yeah, I'll watch it. But not with the little bit of time I get every night to do stuff. I'd rather spend that here with Doug talking about it.
Okay, then. You should watch it.
Best. I will take it under advisement if it's coming from you as a recommendation.
And then Old. Old was I didn't like Old. I mean, the concept was all right and all that, but I thought it was.
I watched all the things about it, and it sounded like a cool concept that was wasted on a.
It wasn't done very well. I don't know. It was kind of looked like one of those. It's COVID and they're searching for movies. Hey, these two fucking young guys fucking got some movie. Let's just put it out there so we have some content.
Yeah, and it definitely had a couple of things it touched on that are like, whoa, wait, what the fuck?
It was like a movie made for fucking Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
Oh, speaking of things that are disappointing, what's in the fridge?
Yeah, what is? I don't know. Is there anything left?
Oh, there's lots left. I brought some stuff last time.
Yeah, so that was didn't like Old. I like the concept and everything, but
I don't know what this word is, so I'm gonna pick this. Session. That's cessation. Wow, the fucking shadows in the fridge are really messing with me.
Uh-oh.
Session. Balls falls.
Balls falls.
Can't make that
French
shit
brewing.
up. Balls falls.
Session IPA.
Got a good feeling about this one.
Good. Choke this one down.
Yeah, choke down those pennies. Oh, balls. This can't be any worse. Oh, bad.
Stone fruit notes.
Bad.
Stone fruit notes. What's a stone fruit?
I don't know what a stone fruit is.
The beer from wine country.
Well, give it a shot. Can't be any worse than the Rickards we just drank. What's after Old?
Oh, you missed one, eh? Wide Awake. Wide Awake?
Wide Awake.
1998.
Wide Awake. Sometimes you got to push the middle. I find that helps. There we go.
But you didn't take your fucking thing.
I didn't know you got this for me. I thought it was just like a prop. Barking squirrel. Can't open it.
You said you like barking squirrel.
I do. I love barking
So we
squirrel.
got that for
I don't even remember if I liked the beer. I just really, really liked the name.
you.
And when I went in last time to grab some fun looking stuff, I was looking for this and I couldn't find any barking squirrel, which pissed me off because I wanted to review it on here, like we did with Shock Top. That's another one I like. All right, time for a fresh one. And I don't know that 98 one you were talking about there.
Wide Awake.
Wide Awake. I remember hearing about a movie called Awake, which was about a guy going in for surgery and he was still conscious, which apparently is a phenomenon that happens a lot.
Right.
Yeah. They can feel everything, but like they're unable to move or do anything. Like, fuck. No thanks.
Let's Google this.
I don't know what Wide Awake is, though. I was looking forward to talking about Stuart Little, though. That's a great fucking movie.
That's one I didn't see. Wide Awake. Oh,
That's not
what
bad.
the fuck?
What?
It's a comedy, a family comedy.
Oh, boy.
The tale of a 10-year-old boy in a Catholic school who, following the death of his beloved grandfather, embarks on a quest for the meaning of life and takes the form of making sure not only heaven exists, but his grandfather has gone there.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's director and screenplay.
Well, that was a simpler time for him.
You know what his first movie ever was?
Oh, I feel like fuck. I know that it's one that I don't remember, but I know that it's one that you wouldn't think of. What is it again?
It's called Praying with Anger.
Okay, then no, I don't know that one.
He did it when he was 21 years old. So he's borrowed money from his parents and all his family and friends and got them all doing it, and he made it in India.
Nice.
And it was a feature called Praying with Anger.
And did it do well?
Mm-hmm.
So many directors have that first passion.
That was his first feature film that he ever made.
Huh.
Yeah.
His Clerks. Yeah.
His Clerks, yes.
Well, yeah, when you think about the classic, like, directors and their first movie, and, like, for, what's his name? Steven Spielberg, it's Duel.
Mm.
I think for Tarantino, it's Reservoir Dogs. I think that was his first, like, big movie. I mean, I'm probably wrong.
I think that was the one that really launched him.
I think it was the one that launched him. It might
Yeah.
not have been his first. There's actually, I've never seen the movie, but there's this, shit. You ever heard of the show Mr. In Between?
No. No. I don't know. Have I?
I don't know. It's on Prime, and it's a show by this guy. He wrote it, he directs it, or he might not direct it, but he wrote a movie back in the day based on this character, Ray, and he's like a kind of a fixer / enforcer, assassin, but like lowbrow, like not a. It's like in a. I think it's an Australian show too. So he wrote this character. He's kind of like a low-level enforcer guy. Goes around, does a lot of really nasty shit, but he's also like a genuinely decent guy. He's a father. Does his best to be a good person.
He's a fixer.
He's a fixer, but he also just goes out straight out and fucking kills people for money. So he's a guy who does
like Ray Donovan.
Kind of. This came out way before Ray Donovan. Because he made the movie back in the day. He made the movie about 20 years ago. And then later on, he got money to do a show. And he made a show based on this character from this movie he did. So there's about 3 seasons of it on Prime. And the show is fucking aces. I love this show.
What's it called?
Mr. In Between.
Mr. In Between.
And the guy that plays Ray, the main guy, he's just got this fucking amazing menace to him, where he comes across so fucking crazy, but also just a decent guy. Like, he's so good. He tries to be so good with his daughter, and he tries to be fair with people, but people are shit, and they fuck with him, and he fucks back really hard. And there's just so many of these great moments in the show, and there's clips all over TikTok. That's how I discovered the show. I kept seeing this clip on TikTok of a guy walking with his daughter. They just got ice cream, and these two assholes bump into them, and the little girl drops her ice cream, and he's like, "Hey guys, like,
yes, I've seen.
what the
I know
fuck?"
that clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he kind of sends his daughter off to the car, and he goes around the corner and fucking cracks the guy out.
Yeah.
That's Mr. In Between.
Okay.
So I kept seeing that clip, and I saw another clip of him basically catching two predators, and they're like locked up in a basement. Him and his buddy have found them, and he's just coming down the stairs with a hammer, and you just see him go into this like secret room in the back, and they're all like, "Ah, ah," the door closes, and you just hear he comes out just covered in blood, and you're like, "Oh fuck, damn." I was like, I gotta figure out where the show is, and I found it on Prime. Again, 3 seasons, short episodes.
Yeah.
Banger.
Perfect.
I love it. It's one of those shows I don't get many chances to recommend it, because I can't find many people who would be okay with the subject matter, because it is a pretty hard show.
Right.
I think you would like it. But that show stemmed from that guy's like first movie. His baby. And I'd like to go back and watch it, because it's all based on that shit.
Cool.
Sorry, another rant.
Ooh.
Ranty recommended. The doctor's in.
The doctor.
The doctor's in.
Yeah, so yeah, after we were Glass, Old, then Knock on the Cabin.
Yeah.
And he's got one coming out in 2024 called Trap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trap. All capitals? Or did you just write it like that?
Everything's written in all capitals here.
Oh, fuck. Can't find the name.
Sessions.
Balls deep. Or no, Balls Falls? Ball Falls?
Balls Falls.
It's a goddamn tradition. Balls Falls. If a beer gives you the gas, you shout out to the
Balls Falls.
Balls Falls.
Yeah, Trap, set to be released in August 2024 through Warner Brothers, is a psychological thriller that takes place at a concert.
Ooh.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Shyamalan.
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 God. This is like
Has
it's like trying to teach someone how to pronounce gnocchi. It's like, it's not that fucking hard.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong has revealed a few plot details of this upcoming film Trap that will
Of course he
premiere
has.
next summer.
And what you'll find out is that it's not really a concert at all. Or it's all in virtual reality. Like they have those
Not to be confused with the movie The Trap that's on Netflix. It's a man who returns home to Atlanta to try and turn his family's struggling restaurant around with the help of a new chicken recipe.
It's also
Different
not
movie.
to be confused with the show Trapped, which takes place in Iceland and is about police investigating murders. Because Iceland has the lowest crime rate, one of the lowest crime rates in the world, and the police there don't even carry guns. So none of the cops in this movie, in the show, carry guns. You ever seen Trapped?
No.
Good show.
In Iceland?
It's an Iceland like police drama.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. That's all the M. Night.
M. Night movies.
Yeah.
I like to recommend stuff to you, especially stuff I think you'll
They're quirky.
gravitate to. They are quirky. But what's your favorite?
What's my favorite out of all these?
Yeah, like if we had all the M Nights and we were going to watch one together and do a live review.
Signs.
I'd
watch that.
I would agree with that. It has rewatchability. I do like Signs. Yeah. It's not as depressing as Sixth Sense.
fucked up freaky.
Oh,
And
take that one back.
And it's water, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's water that saves
I feel
it,
like
basically.
every M. Night movie has some detail I would really like to change. And in Signs, it's the fucking water allergy.
It's perfect. Something so basic, so important to our fucking survival.
I feel like it was
Kills
a
them.
perversion of... Well, they were carbon-based life forms. They look like... They didn't look like dried out... Even when it burned it looked like it had blood. Like, what does it have for blood? Fucking acid? It's not a xenomorph.
He's a fucking alien. It could have anything.
Yeah.
So when you say...
But wouldn't the moisture in the
when
air...
aliens come down, they would understand our math. Maybe not.
Well, if there's moisture in the fucking air, wouldn't they be having an allergic reaction all the time? Wouldn't their skin just be bubbling all the time?
No.
Or is it just like certain water, like hard water?
H2O. The molecule has to be H2O. Not just H, not just fucking O. It has to be put together.
Squirt guns could kill these fucking things.
Hydrogen and 2 oxygens. H2O.
I would still change it, god damn it. I feel like it was a perversion of the War of the Worlds thing, that it was our germs that killed the aliens.
I love War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds
and
is great.
I love the new one with Tom Cruise in it too.
Tom Cruise?
It was done well.
It was, except for the really stupid son character, who, like, his entire arc was dumb. The movie had great moments, but him, like, wanting to help the military and just goes charging into a fucking battle, screaming at the soldiers, "I want to help!"
Yeah.
And everyone's getting blown up around him. How are you helping anyone? There's smart ways to do it, and there's dumb ways to do it. And then he disappears for 50 minutes of the movie.
Everybody can't be as fucking smart as you.
Well, I don't expect them to be smart, but have some basic fucking sense to not run into a battle with soldiers and aliens, and you're a fucking civilian yelling at the soldiers while they're blowing up. I want to help! That's not the best way to do it. That's not even a good way to do it. I mean, you can give him some leeway because he's a stupid kid, and stupid kids do stupid shit. I don't know. That was the part of it where I'm just like, what is this fucking kid doing? And then he disappears. You think he's dead. And by some miracle, he's alive at the end.
Yeah.
With no explanation of how he survived. Just made it through an alien wasteland full of death, destruction, mayhem, and people being turned into fucking blood fertilizer. But he's fine.
That's right.
He's fine. Now, the movie had great stuff, but at that part of it, I was just like,
holy fuck.
I can't help it. There's there are very few perfect movies. And sometimes there's a good movie that has a glaring flaw. Glaring. What's your favorite movie, but it has a glaring fucking flaw in it?
Oh, God. I don't know. There's so many.
Even my favorite fucking movies, there's a moment where I'm like, that was just dumb. Why would a smart person do a dumb thing like
Those
that?
who remain.
When they kept Biscuit out of the first episode. Huge mistake.
Unnatural Apocalypse. There's so many.
True. But like, even like Aliens is my favorite movie. I've said it on here at least 6 times. There's
the second one.
The second one.
Yeah,
Aliens. The one with the one James Cameron directed. There's a scene where Ripley confronts Burke about what he's done and all the people he's gotten killed. She confronts him without telling anyone else what he did, and then goes and takes a little nap. She basically says, when we get back, I am going to fuck your life. I'm going to tell everyone what you did when we get back. And then she doesn't tell any of the soldiers what he did. And she goes and has a little nap with Newt, and then Burke tries to kill her with the fucking facehugger aliens. And it's not until after that she says, oh, fucking Burke did it. And this is what he did, and this is all the shit. Once she knew that's what he fucking did, she should have told everybody. And she was a smart person. Ripley was a very fucking smart person. And if she knew Burke was capable of that shit, she shouldn't have done that. But they got to create that scene. That's how you make the movie go forward. So, a term I use is because of movie. That's a because of movie moment. I'll let it slide. It still fucking bothers me every time. She grabs Burke and slams him against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't tell anyone else, though. Don't tell the soldier, man. Don't tell fucking Vasquez so she could go rip his nuts off. And that's my favorite movie. God damn it.
Fuck, I don't know if I could pin down to one movie my favorite. You know what movie I'll watch every fucking year? A couple of movies I'll watch every year.
All right, let's hear it.
The Wizard of Oz.
It's a good one.
Every fucking year. Christmas Story. Every fucking year.
I love Christmas Story.
It's a classic.
It's a feel-good movie. Oh, fudge. You know what my favorite line in that movie is? Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie!
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
What's wrong?
These kids sitting under the fucking sink, just scared his dad's gonna kill his brother. What's wrong? Daddy's gonna kill Ralphie!
Yeah. Oh, it's such a good movie.
It is. It's a classic.
They made not a remake, a sequel.
They did make a sequel. I wanted to watch it, but it wasn't on any of my streaming things. So I
watched it last year.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as the first one.
No, you can't. But
it didn't suck.
Well, that's good.
The kid that played, he's now grown up and has his own family. He goes back to see his mom, and dad's already passed away and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all his childhood friends are all grown up now and stuff. It's pretty cool. Yeah. It was good.
I do.
It was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever see Christmas Chronicle?
Ooh.
Those were good.
Ooh. Yeah. With
Kurt Russell. He's a great Santa Claus. Yeah, Goldie Hawn. She was in the second one. She was like in a post-credit scene in the first one. And it was made me like, yes, they got to do another one of these now. And they did, which was good. Wasn't as good as the first.
Yeah.
And then no third. Just 2 and done. I was hoping that was going to be a Christmas tradition for at least 3 movies, but.
And then of course I'll watch the original Christmas Carol on Christmas Eve.
Now to watch Scrooged every Christmas. She fucking loves that.
Scrooge, that's Bill Murray, right?
Yeah.
That's that's a good one.
It is a good one.
They've done that one well.
That's like her Christmas movie. Mine's Die Hard. It used to be Die Hard. I still love Die Hard.
Die Hard, yeah, Die Hard's a good one.
Die Hard, Love Actually. What else? Shit, I don't know. Technically, Castaway's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, see, I won't Castaway. Yes,
It's at a Christmas party. He's at a Christmas party that night, and then he goes and
I don't watch it. I don't like. Oh, it's on. I'll go watch it.
Yeah,
it's a good movie in that, but it's not one. It's a Wonderful Life. I'll watch that every year.
Oh yeah.
I guess more around Christmas time will be those old ones that I watch, but that's about it.
Well, modern Christmas movies are shit, and Hallmark Christmas movies are shit. They're all the fucking same. There's only one Hallmark Christmas movie I ever saw, and I don't remember where the hell Nat and I were, but we were in a hotel room. Ball Falls. And there was nothing else on. And I'm sitting there, and I'm putting on this Hallmark Christmas movie, and it was a story of all these people that are driving down this road, and there's this really sharp turn, and it's super icy, and everyone's sliding off the road. And so this huge pileup starts happening where everyone's kind of getting out of the car, and they're trying to warn people, and all these people end up blown off the side of this road during a massive blizzard, and they all take shelter in a church. And they're all hanging out there and getting to know each other, and of course you got all the Hallmark backstories and all this different shit, and they're all from different walks of life, and it's all about them getting to know each other. And I'm watching it, and I'm like, this doesn't totally suck. It's actually a cool setup. You know, and it's just wasted on a Hallmark feel. It's a perfect setup for, you can make a horror movie out of that. You can make a comedy out of that. It's a great setup. Just everybody's cars are sliding into the ditch in this one spot. And it's a fucking terrible blizzard. No help's coming.
Right.
So you got to hunker down for the night until the blizzard blows over. I don't remember what it was called, but I'm sure somebody could fucking Google it and find it. But yeah, the classic Hallmark of, oh, Joe had to go back to his hometown and go to the old family home, but no one lives there anymore, and his uncle left him a tree farm, and he's got to go and try and make a life out of the family business.
Tree farm? We're going on Saturday to get a Christmas tree.
That's awesome. I miss doing stuff like that. We got the fake tree up.
We go to Ayers ours up there on the other side of 12 there by Warminster.
Oh, yeah.
If you cut your own, he's got all sorts of pigs and llamas and shit. And grab a hot dog and chocolate milk and go out there and cut down a couple of trees.
That sounds like a good time.
One goes back to, then the kids, because they got the pickup trucks, we'll bring the 2 trees, we'll bring one back here, and they'll take one back to their house.
Nice. That'll be a nice day. I look forward to doing shit like that with the boys.
Yeah.
I think, not this year, but maybe next year. Of course, we'll probably be in New Brunswick next year, but maybe not. Never know. They got trees out there, too. Shitload of birch. Jesus. Birch and pine, not a lot of oak.
So you, you're going to, looking at buying there?
Well, I mean, that's the plan. You gotta
so
figure out the market.
So you guys went to Brunswick there not too long ago.
Yeah.
So how'd you like it?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different and it's scary, kind of, moving to a new province and leaving behind all the shit that you know. But there's, the winds are changing, and it just feels like it's a better place to ride things out. And it's very conservative. I never thought I'd say this, but
New Brunswick is?
Yeah. There's no Catholic school board in New Brunswick.
Just the public school. That's it.
Just the public, and there's not a lot of the. Let's just put it this way: I'm pretty sure nobody in New Brunswick thinks math is fucking racist, and all the dumbbells are just dumbbells out there. Nobody's triggered by the fucking dumbbells in the gym.
Nobody's dog coding.
Nobody's dog coding in New Brunswick. They are all looking for other people because there's very little people there.
Don't care if you use fucking meat emojis.
They insist that there are no periods in New Brunswick.
Session IBA, excuse me.
There are no periods in New Brunswick. You finish your sentences with fucking meat emoji. And your periods are steak. Colons are bacon. Exclamation.
Colons are bacon?
Colons are bacon.
Your asshole's bacon.
Could be. Depends. I mean, that's why the fucking wolves are always trying to eat our asses. An ass pack full of bacon.
Oh, fuck. Back to that shit again. Here we go.
Hey, it's a tradition.
Hey, you missed it, and you got it back.
You did. You missed a lot. I mean, if anyone who's made it this far, you missed some fucking great shit last week, because we did our episode 14 offline, and it was fucking great. And no one...
It's in 2 parts.
It's in 2 parts.
You know why it's in 2 parts?
Why?
Because fucking...
Well, some of it was down here, and some of it was up there. And then
Yeah, but I never fucking enjoyed it. Probably if I spent time, put it that, but I was so pissed off it was all separated and everything.
Well...
I threw out 2 parts and said, fuck.
I don't blame you. I was pissed off, too, because we lost all of that. And that happens.
So much.
That happens.
You know what we missed?
Every TikTok live I've fucking recorded, every single one, I've been able to access all of it. That's the only one where I couldn't fucking access it. And it pissed me off. All that was 14. Lost.
You know what we missed?
What did we miss?
What was cut out of it?
What?
A deer hunter got on his hands and knees to look at some tracks. That when he got hit with a train.
That when he got hit by the train. Well, what's sad is I read that out deadpan, no idea it was a joke. And I'm just looking at Doug like, what the fuck did I just read? And then I realized it's a joke. I'm like, oh.
You got hit like some tracks. That's when he got hit by a train.
I think I actually mentioned that in part 2 because somebody called me. We were talking about the way we dress. And I was like, yeah. And the guy said, oh, yeah, if I want to. I was like, you know what, dude? If you want to dress like a fucking goat, dress like a goat. Do whatever. And the guy's like, oh, if I want to dress like a goat, I'll dress like you. And I was like, oh, fuck. Like, shit. Oh, fuck. And I realized he was referring to goat as the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
I would never describe myself as the greatest of all time. But it was much appreciated. And I wouldn't say I dress like the goat. This is my big flannel. This is like, it's fucking cold outside flannel. Speaking of flannel, there's a movie I wanted to I know I've pitched a lot of stuff to you, but there's a movie with Brian Cox called Red.
Right.
You ever heard of that?
Mm.
Okay, this is the funny joke. There's 2 movies with Brian Cox called Red. One of them has Bruce Willis in it, and it's a retired Extremely Dangerous movie where like they're all retired agents and they get hunted down and they all got to do a bunch of shit. And it's funny that there is a second movie with Brian Cox called Red, but I watched it because I kept seeing clips of it, and I thought after I watched it, I'm like, oh, Doug would like this maybe.
Red.
It's called Red, and
Just down.
oh, balls. It's basically the plot of John Wick before John Wick ever came out. And I thought to myself, this guy reminds me of Doug, and would probably do the same. Doug would probably do the same thing in this situation. And Doug's a dog lover.
Watch this.
Doug's a dog lover, so he would definitely fucking go off the way this guy does.
Mm.
But Brian Cox was fantastic in it. I won't go into complete spoiler territory for you, but
Right.
I think you can watch it on YouTube. I don't know if it's on any like I was looking it up before because I'm like, okay, if I recommend a movie to somebody, I want them to be able to fucking watch it without red line.
Well, I'll definitely watch either both or one of these two and report back to you next week.
Yeah, so yeah, it is on Netflix. Red, 2008, full movie with English subtitles by Magnolia Pictures.
Hmm.
And it's got Brian Cox and Tom Sizemore, who we recently lost.
Yeah.
A man who had a checkered past and a long struggle with alcoholism and I think drugs, but made some great stuff. Tom Sizemore is like, when he was attached to a project, you knew he was going to be Tom Sizemore in the movie.
Yes.
But Tom Sizemore is a great character. Like, there's, I think, 3 movies where he just plays the same character in all 3 movies. Any war movie, he's that guy who walks around while bullets are flying. Because, and I don't know, is it the actor going like, I'm not crouching, fuck you guys. I'm just walking through the war zone while bullets are flying all around me. He did that in Saving Private Ryan, and he did it in Black Hawk Down. And I think was he in Wind Talkers? No, I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't remember if he was in Wind Talkers. But I feel like there's a third war movie where he's just very nonchalantly just walks through a battlefield and everyone's like hiding, taking cover. That's his thing, his shtick.
His shtick, yeah.
It is the shtick.
So, okay, so you had this fresh fish pile, rotten fish pile.
Oh, yeah, so the idea was basically if we were having a guest or we were doing a TikTok live, that if we had gone through, say, because sometimes you and I, we haven't gone into this at all today.
No.
But when we go into it, because we've had questions we really like, and some that we've been like, what the fuck was that?
So like the Brussels sprouts and ice cream.
Like that fucking Brussels sprouts and ice cream question. So basically, it would be like the questions that are good, we put those aside in one pile, and we ask the good questions to if we do have a guest. Because a couple of times we've had a guest, and then we're asking them questions, and I'm like, we're asking them stupid questions. We're asking them the stupid questions. We should have like good, thought-provoking questions.
I have all the questions we've ever been asked right there
in the garbage can.
It's in the rotten fishbowl. Wow.
Is that the rotten one?
Wow.
Eventually we'll sort it.
There could be good ones in there too, but all the questions are here, so we can sort through. I can sort through these.
Absolutely. Eventually we could set something up where people can go through and they can just answer all the questions. Put them online and people can write a little response and then we can, go back to them.
Yeah.
Back to the fishbowl. Back to the well. Back to the fishbowl.
So I have a separate pile so when the guest comes on, we can pull from the good questions we've already fucking gone through.
What's some of your favorite questions? Well, we'll just start with one. What's your favorite question that we've done on
here? Well, I mean, the classic one was fucking 7 wolves or
Seven wolves with a gorilla. Yeah,
that's the classic one.
That sparked some good debate. I gotta say, my favorite just recently You and I were discussing, would you rather be alone and alive or dying with your friends? And I give you the floor to answer, and you're just like, alone and alive, next question. I was laughing so hard while just editing that clip together. The timing on it was just fucking perfect. Loved it.
Good stuff.
That was great.
Well,
you want to do one?
Might as well. Oh, you know what I noticed too?
What?
When I did this,
it didn't translate. It didn't do it. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah, it's like, did Spotify censor it out? Why?
Don't know if it censored it or if it just didn't pick it up. Because
you can start hearing it, but then it goes quiet.
And maybe. But there's the thing. In an earlier episode
with Chris,
I was like, me and Chris were arguing about something, and then you put it on, and it played.
Yeah, I know. But it did it twice in that episode. I was listening to it, was like twice. It played it.
And I don't know if it was because the mic was over there.
No,
sometimes
you can start hearing the song start to play, and then it just dies.
Well, this will be the test. It
was so weird. It's like, because on other episodes I spliced in all sorts of shit from everywhere.
Yeah, none of that was an issue.
So I'm that one song.
Pretty sure you spliced in the entire trailer for Those Who Remain into one episode.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. You know, show
it. Watch it on fucking YouTube on Fruity Box Films.
Fruit Box Films. Check out the.
And you'll be able to see my character. Oh no, we never made it. Fuck.
Still been trying. We could film the fucking scene upstairs. Just gotta get around to it.
That's you know the other thing. We're discussing what we're doing on the podcast.
What we do.
Hey, I was thinking we should do throw together little fucking skits. Like, you know how I made that little fucking COVID fishing video or the fucking COVID meetings from drinking the fucking right?
Yeah.
Just little skits like that. We should throw those skits together and patch them into our
Absolutely. I think that would be hilarious. Like little throw
them under our
promos and shit.
Or whatever.
Or just skits.
Just fucking whatever it is. Promos or skits or anything. Anything.
I'll get the Pugsley mask back, and you can chase me on the Argo while I'm running through the snow.
But just I think that'd be fun. Start doing that. Start throwing on our social media.
Absolutely, I'm down.
Start up our YouTube page. Start putting everything on there.
Done. This is where it started. Right here, episode 15 at the 127-minute mark.
Yes, sir.
Going into sketch territory. We'll make TikToks that aren't just clips from the lives. They'll be actual on purpose. Why am I talking like that again? It's my performance voice.
I'm behind the mask.
Man behind the mask.
Got my own little ugly mask up there.
I gave it back because I was like, well, character's done. I brought it to his house for a reason I can't remember. And I was like, well, this is yours. Here you go. You can have it back. I was kind of surrendering. But Pugsley still has one more run in him to be chased down by the Argo. Just screaming. Ah! Doing the crazy.
I like in that last clip you put in us fucking shooting off the Argo. That's the only time you'll ever see Flintlock. That fucking 1 second he goes like this.
Pops and shoots. Hey, you know what? If that's the only scene you get, that's pretty fucking decent. Because you got to remember, I filmed some scenes. They were never put into episodes. So technically, the only thing I do in the whole show is grind some metal while the camera meticulously moves around me. And then you only see my face for a second. Where my only line is, I was just starting to like that show. That's it.
But well, Pugsley was in the whole thing, and then you're the fucking bandit in the fucking thing when you got fucking shot in the nuts.
Yeah. So you see my face once, and you never hear my voice.
Right. I forgot, Mr. Bain. It's all about your face and not your character.
Okay. The Pugsley voice is a stupid voice with my jaw stuck together, so you couldn't hear anything I was saying anyway. All my lines were terrible. The bandit voice, Chris, butchered it, trying to make it sound like it was coming through a mask and sped it up. So, like, all the inflection was different. It didn't sound like it sounded when we recorded it down here.
Mm.
It was, like, sped up by, like, 20% or something. So I sounded like shit. I looked like shit. And the only scene that I actually looked good, I filmed with this myself in my fucking garage.
Which was...
It was supposed to be a post-credit scene, goddammit. I filmed it to look and be like a post-credit scene. Then it got added into the episode, and it didn't make any fucking sense, because it was supposed to be a post-credit scene. If I'd known it was going to be a scene, I'd have been bashing somebody with a fucking bat or something.
Well, even Denise had a big scene and never made it.
Everybody's got a scene that didn't make it. And we have the best looking scene in the whole show. The most action. Pow, 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 pow. Covering each other, changing mags. And it was like 2 seconds of the trailer. Best scene in the whole show.
Action moving scene.
It was an action moving scene. Wheels were turning. But shit, we got the BTS to prove it. Filming the director while he's filming us. Good times. And it can all be done again. It's just gonna take a little time. Who's to say we can't film some Flintlock and Biscuit in the fucking snow? Why not? Get some stationary shots set up. Doesn't have to be anything fucking crazy. Driving by on the Argo. Pow, pow, pow. Just shooting it. What are we shooting at? Okay. We'll have a fucking dinosaur chasing us. I don't care.
Stegosaurus.
Fucking Stegosaurus.
We're chasing the Stegosaurus.
Oh, that's even better.
We want to eat.
Exactly. We went through the fucking
and then this
time travel elevator.
And then this stranger shows up.
A stranger appears. Are we both shitting on Chris right now?
No.
I don't even know if he listens. I know he watches the live sometimes. Are you listening? Maybe you'll be sitting there with Denise in 7 years at your birthday party, and it'll be like, listening to the podcast. Those fucking assholes! Fuck you for what you said 7 years ago. Fuck you in your ass while the wolves eat it.
So there,
motherfuckers. What time is it?
It is
9:55.
We're what, an hour 30 in.
Hour 30 in. So we have two choices. We can cut it off, or we can try going live for 20 minutes. See what happens.
Sure, let's finish off with a live.
Nat just messaged me. She's like, no live?
If people are listening, they're still with us. They want to hear the live.
Well, you know what? I felt bad for a couple of those podcasts I was watching. It was like, oh, we're paying too much attention to the TikTok part of it. We need to be kind of doing this. So like TikTok can be a segment,
yes,
but not
a
the
whole
whole
show.
time.
Yeah.
Episode 15.
I get it.
Falls.
Falls.
Brew.
Falls.
Wow. That was
that didn't come out of your mouth.
That doesn't count. I don't think the audio picked it up.
Fuck, I doubt that. It went up into the fucking red.
Hey man, timing is everything.
Holy shit! Want some howler head?
What? What is that? Oh yes, fuck yes, whatever that is. I don't care what it is. I want some. I was about to say what's in the fridge, but what's in the bottle?
This is
What is this?
howler head.
Howler head.
Yeah.
Oh,
Monkey.
howler head.
Monkey spirit. Bananas gone crazy. Yeah, that's right. We said bananas, blended with the finest Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey we could get our paws on. You got it. A kick of oak, a whirl of sweetness, and some straight from the jungle Bananarama goodness. Some people said we were monkeying around. They said convention is not to be trifled with. We heard them. There are whole cities full of people not trifling with convention. For the rest of us, welcome to the fucking jungle.
Does it say welcome? Does it say welcome to the fucking jungle?
Yeah.
Nice. I love alcohol. It swears at me.
Oh, well.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Double D
This
Podcast.
is the one Dana White was a part of.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Howler. Well, I guess it's time to get drunk.
Do you like my little fucking...
I love them. The little skulls. Check it out. It's a skull full of howlerhead. Who's ready to get just a little bit fucked up? Cheers, sir. To episode 15. Thanks for coming and joining us. Grab yourself a drink and pour yourself a double, because it's the Double D Podcast.
You gotta savor it. You didn't savor it. You all right? You all right?
It was good. I had a thing whenever I do a shot, it creates this like, the stronger the shot, the more severe the... What'd you think? Have you... Oh, it's yours. You've had it before, right?
This is how much I've had it.
Well, there you go. That's nice. That's not bad. It doesn't leave a unfortunate taste.
No, it's good. I like it.
People coming in, people coming out. Stick around for a while. We're going to be doing questions soon. And you can chime in and let us know what you think. We're going to be dipping into the fish bowls.
We're in the last 20 minutes of our podcast, of the Double D Podcast.
Yeah.
On the One Bro Show. He's the one bro.
He's the show.
The big show.
The big show. So we are at hour. We are at 130. We are at an hour and 30. Math.
Easy for you to say.
Easy for you to say. You're not 6 drinks in. We are at an hour and 36 minutes. We are doing a bit of a TikTok segment, and we're going to ask some questions and figure out which is the good fish and which is the stinky fish in the bowl.
Ooh-wee.
Here we go. Question or joke? Are there jokes in here?
I think it's all mixed.
Well, here's to the mix. Do you really... Howlerhead. Do you... Howlerhead, do you really want to hurt?
Culture Club.
It is. Do you really want someone to give you an honest answer when you ask them how they've been? Depends on the person. Honestly.
Yeah.
There are some people in this world that I only want to deal with pleasantries with. I do not want to get into a real conversation. So it depends on the person. There are people that when I ask them, "Hey, how you doing?" and they're like, "Oh, things are good." And I'm like, "Really though, how you doing?" I'll delve a little deeper. If I don't give a shit and they go, and I could tell things aren't great, and it's like, "Oh, okay, cool beans." I won't dig. Like if I said to you, "Hey, Dougie, how you doing there, bud?" and you're like, "I'm good." I'd dig. I'd check in on you.
Right.
You know? But there's some people that if you're just in passing, no, sorry.
Do you really want someone to give you an honest answer when you ask them? Yeah. Normally when you fucking ask, like typically it's like, hey, how's it going? All right, good. Everybody's good.
Yeah.
They were. Now it seems like everybody's I'm sick. Everybody's sick right now. Everybody's got a flu or
Cold.
Something's going around, some kind of cough or something. Everybody's got it. Almost everybody.
Shit.
Almost everybody.
So
I don't want to hear, like, really, if I ask somebody, hey, how you doing? Fucking, my father just died of cancer, and my mother's got fucking cephalitis, and no,
damn.
You know what? No, I don't want them to be honest.
No.
I really don't want them to be honest. I really don't care. I'm only saying it just to be polite.
Yeah, and I feel like some people should recognize that, and they don't. And it's like, then you're like, oh, fuck. It's like a person needs to have that perception to know when it's not meant to be a deep question. It's meant to be a pleasantry. Hey, how you doing? Oh, well, fuck, I gotta tell you.
I'm so lonely. I got a hangnail, and these Klingons. I can't get them off my ass.
Klingons?
I don't fucking care.
What the fuck? That's a whole other issue.
It's like fuck.
That's a good question, though. I like
I
that.
don't really care. Okay, that goes in the good fishbowl.
I'd put that in the good. We'll put the good over here.
The good in, over there for now.
Let's see what else we got here. How about anybody else in there? Anyone? Yeah. Someone said yeah.
Jack.
Jack said yeah.
Jack's the
Thanks,
man.
Jack. You are the fucking man. All right. Let's do another one. See what we got here. Oh, this is a joke.
Here, put the good ones in there.
Good ones are going in the beer cup.
Put the beer cup over there.
Putting the beer cup right over here. Not too much. There you go. You can just see the tip. Is that good? You guys got the tip?
Tits are good.
Tips are good.
Tips.
Well, it depends on who you talk to, but I'm sure people like them all. This one's a joke.
Hey, Sam.
We'll see if this is a good joke or not.
Go.
What kind of dog lives in a toilet?
I know.
Oh,
Who knows?
I don't think anyone's going to answer. But
Why not? You're all chicken shit.
You're
You
all
don't
a
know.
bunch of chicken shits.
Come on.
You came here for entertainment, but you're just going to get abused and talked shitty about. The next person who comes in, I'm going to call an asshole. Come on, somebody come in. Gary, you're an asshole.
Hey, what kind of fucking dog lives in a fucking toilet?
What kind of fucking dog lives in a fucking toilet?
Patricia from...
Hi, Gabby. What kind of dog lives in a fucking toilet? That's my baby doggy Rocky joint. Okay. Well, the answer is a poodle.
Poodle.
A poodle. Where's the garbage can for shit stinky fish?
Shit fucking stupid.
All right, I'll let you pick one.
A poodle?
A poodle. Dad jokes.
Much left.
That's all right. I'm sure it'll get refilled.
This is...
What do we got? Silence, dead air, not good. What do we got? Remember that time when you started playing Heart of the Matter on guitar and I started singing it, but I was too drunk to remember the words?
Did we get that on the fucking...
We did not. It lives only here in my memory. And it's a obscured memory.
That's the only time you'll ever see me play guitar. It didn't even record.
It saddens me because that was a fucking great little moment right there.
Oh, God.
We'll try that again when we're
That's
a little
that
sober.
fucking blessed, fucking cursed 14th episode. Should a man about to be executed in the electric chair be saved if he had a heart attack?
Should a man about to die in the electric chair be saved if he had a heart attack? Okay, here's
because he's sentenced to life by electrocution.
True. Here's one for you. And
Can we do this one first?
Well, that's the thing. I think it's trying to say something, but it doesn't quite say it correctly.
Okay.
It's basically saying if you're condemned to death and then your heart stops or you're technically dead, have you served your death sentence? Is that what it's saying?
So he's on the Green Mile, and he's in the jail cell in the Green Mile,
and he's having a heart attack.
And he had a heart attack. Do you save him? Because tomorrow he's scheduled to be executed by electrocution.
Okay, well, the alternative is you drag this man who's having a heart attack, and just put him in the electric chair and be like, it's fine. You're halfway there.
No, but his execution's not for...
It's fine.
Maybe next week.
You're halfway. Well, why the fuck?
So would you save him or not?
I don't think I would. I mean, you didn't have a heart attack. You're having a heart attack. And if somebody was being brought to the electric chair...
He had a heart attack.
He had a heart attack? Okay. So did he have a heart attack like the morning of?
Let's say it's a week before he's due to be electrocuted.
Well, why wouldn't you save him? He's still under your care. You have a responsibility to keep him alive so that the people who want to see him die get what they came to see.
So you're saying yes?
Well, I mean, legally, I think you'd have to save him.
So would you give him mouth to mouth?
No, I'd give him ass to mouth. That'll bring you back. Save the dude, then fry his ass. I like this guy. I like this Dan guy.
Dan Marco.
You got this, Dan. You understand our vibe.
So is this a fresh fish or a rotten fish?
I like the idea of the question. Yes, that's fresh fish.
Okay.
Because I like that whole moral question.
That's a moral issue. Save the dude and fry his ass.
I mean, shit. There's, you're not there to execute them whatever the fuck you want. They're there to be executed at a certain time, in a certain place, in a certain way. The way that has been decided by a court of law.
Ooh, that's a good one. All right, so what kind of cult would you start?
Ooh, I would start
the cult of personality.
Cult of
personality.
I would join your cult, then. I would get kicked out, but I would join. They'd be like, okay, get the fuck out.
Hey, good night, Elaine. Hey, Elaine. What kind of cult would you start? If you
Before
could
you
start
leave,
a cult,
Elaine, tell us what kind of cult you would start.
Sex cult.
Oh,
a movie cult.
I would want to start a cult where it would, like, I guess every cult says it's not a cult, but it would be very similar to some cults that are out there. But everyone says it's not, their cult's not going to be corrupt, but it would be something like, people living off the land, and kind of the worries are gone, the roles are gone, everybody works, everybody helps.
The grounded to earth cult.
The grounded to earth cult. Yes. And shitty fucking narcissistic gaslighting fuckbags who smile at you while they're being a dick are not fucking allowed. Everybody.
Can you drink booze in your cult?
Yes. It's a requirement.
Is it a meat cult or a vegetarian cult?
It's a cult where we eat our meat and we eat our fucking vegetables. We have a balanced, healthy diet. We do not eat shitty.
But it's organic.
It's all organic.
Well,
we grow our own food. We slaughter our own food. Everybody fucking helps. Nobody makes fucking excuses.
Polygamy.
Pull your fucking weight. Hold your own. Everybody needs to be able to do a little bit of everything. And then once we've learned how to do a little bit of everything, we go to our specialties.
And then when you get old, you have to leave because you're useless.
Well, it depends. Because in every cult, there needs to be entertainment. And old people can at times be very funny.
What are you trying to say?
You know exactly what I'm trying to say, Dougie boy. I think you're hilarious.
You're saying I look funny?
No, I'm saying you're a funny old dude.
I look fucking funny.
I'm saying you are the kind of guy who would move north and buy a truck.
I'm old?
You're older than I am.
It's a character.
Age is perception. To me, you're older, not old. To some people, I'm old. I said old people.
You can join. Who is that? Who wants to join?
I don't know.
Champion choose. Listen,
Champion
I'm not old.
choose?
I'm old, but I'm not old. My mom was 91 on Sunday. That's old.
Can she join? I don't know if you can join.
Sure, join. Join us.
I can try.
We don't even know how that works, but okay. So, what's this, a rotten fish question? What kind of cult would you?
I don't think it's a rotten fish question. I like that question.
It's kind of it can get deep. What kind of cult? What?
I don't know if you can join, champ.
Champ choose.
Oh, you meant the cult. Of course you could join. This person wants to co-host. Oh, should we ask them if they want to join a cult?
Yeah.
There's only 2 people watching. Do we want that kind of person?
She meant the cult.
Oh, she didn't mean the cult.
The cult
of course you can join the cult. The only requirement to be in this cult, I used to have this thing I'd say, there were rules. The only rules I live by. Rule 1, don't be an asshole, which you can clearly attest to. I do not always follow that rule.
Yeah, but you're the leader, so
that's true. And
do as I say, not as I do. Kind of like the Canadian government.
The reason I am an asshole is because I'm surrounded by assholes most of the time. I'm a pretty nice guy when I'm in good company. Doug, am I not? Never mind. I'm not going to waste your time,
an
Doug.
asshole now? What the fuck?
I like to think I'm a lovable asshole. The kind of asshole that wolves would enjoy eating. Like a little treat. Like dried out assholes for little wolves to eat.
I can't believe David thinks he can outrun a fucking gorilla.
I still think that's funny. And he said it so smugly, too. I was like, Dave, you think you could take a gorilla? Well, I'll just run away. What's the fucking gorilla's not going to catch me?
Go get some bagels.
No, you can't catch me. I'm the king of
fucking dogs.
I got the fastest running singles in the world.
All right.
Doug has experience in your menacing ways. Yes, he does. Doug has been putting up with my shit for over a year now. I met you over a year ago. So Doug
Hey, did you say my name? How does Jack know my name? You must have said my name.
It's Dan and Doug. Jack knows your name because we talk all the time. Yeah. I think I said your name a minute ago. Dan and Doug, Double D Podcast. Would you like to talk about the cult? Thank you, Queenie. We appreciate the love. Come join our cult.
The Cult of Personality.
At our cult,
we even have our own theme song.
Cult of Personality. In our cult, you will learn how to make your own clothes out of other people's clothes. You will learn how to grow vegetables. You will learn how to raise an animal, give it a name, love it, then kill it and eat it. And when you give thanks for that animal, you will call it by name and take full weight in the relationship between human and food.
That's fucking dark.
It's dark, but you know what? The fucking night is dark and it comes every day. So embrace the darkness. You can't get away from it. I can do the gardening and cooking. Absolutely, yes, you can. And you will occasionally have to help lifting heavy things. And sometimes, even though you don't like it, you need to help get the kids out of the car instead of just running inside to go to the washroom. Because it's nice to get a little help when there's 3 backpacks, 3 children, 6 pairs of boots, 14 socks laying all over the damn van. And I'm out there by myself in the winter elements, freezing my balls off, being disrespected by 2 children.
My cult's going to be in fucking somewhere where it never snows, so join my cult.
I used to keep a picture of the cows I bought for our freezer beef. We would like to thank Benita for this food. She was a good cow. She always chewed her cud real quiet.
This is Clarabelle.
I'm going with Doug instead. Doug and we're starting the cult together. This is the cult. It started here. It's going to be here. Denise has already joined. She came up with the name. Doug came up with the name. Denise came up with the cow being named Benita.
Benita and Clarabelle.
What kind of cult was that? That's going in the good. That's the good fish right there. There, just the tips.
That's too funny.
What are we at? 153. Okay, I think we got one more.
Okay.
I know you don't want to go too far past 2 hours. Neither do I. It gets to that point. I get home and I'm just like, double D'd out. Ready?
Yeah, go.
If a plane crashes on the border...
No. Put that back.
Okay.
I already know it.
I don't know how you would know it. I thought these appeared magically.
Yeah, but I've heard it before.
Oh, okay. Is your time truly wasted if you enjoyed wasting it?
Well, I mean...
False.
I mean, for the last 2 hours, we've pretty much wasted our time, and I've enjoyed it.
And I'll enjoy it again when I'm one of the only people that listens to it next Monday.
Well, about 25 people.
Well, I'll tell you this, Doug.
It's you know what? All they're all growing and growing.
It is, and we got some people in here right now. What are those uncooked fortunes? These uncooked fortunes. Never thought about them that way. These uncooked fortunes are kind of like they're topics of discussion. Sometimes they're jokes, and they show up here in our fishbowl, and we pull them out and we discuss them. And the one we're discussing right now is
we've done all these on all the episodes.
Those are all the previous ones. Whoa,
Doug's spilling married, Fetty.
And this is a question I think a lot of people ask themselves. So the question is: Is your time truly wasted if you enjoyed wasting it?
Oh, you know what? And by the way, if you want to add to the Folgers Fishbowl of questions and things,
send us an email to doubledsegments@gmail.com. That's double D, as in the letter D, segments@gmail.com. Send us any ideas you have for things we can discuss or future segments. Tell us what pissed you off this week. And if you've ever gotten some sweet revenge and fucked it backwards, let us know that too. And you guys too.
fuck it backwards.
I'm cookied, in-cookied, uncooked. What? Yes, they are uncooked fortunes, but they are brilliant and we are beautiful and so are you. Yeah.
Amazing.
So, I think Doug could probably answer this question for us better than anyone else I know, because the question is your time truly wasted if you enjoyed wasting it? And I'm pretty sure Doug just spent 5 days sitting outside looking for a deer to shoot and didn't shoot the deer. He says he saw one, though. So, Dougie, was that time wasted? Oh, 6 days. Sorry. Do you feel that time was wasted, or did you enjoy yourself?
Absolutely not fucking wasted, not in a fucking second.
That time wasn't wasted, but we might be a little wasted this time. That was a good shot. This one.
Oh, wait, does that mean you want another one?
No, I gotta walk home in the blizzard soon.
Yeah, so we're getting big coach up to, yeah, we're doing all right.
Well, I'll tell you this. I waste a lot of time. And sometimes I'm enjoying myself while I waste it. I would say the time is only wasted if when you go to bed and you're laying down thinking about your day, if you regret that you could have spent that time doing something more productive or something that benefits your life and your health, maybe it was wasted. Maybe you could have spent it doing something else. Like me personally, sometimes in the evenings I'm tired and I just want to fucking have some time to myself, and I spend that little bit of time I have to myself doing stupid shit. Playing games or watching a movie or a show, watching fucking Justified. And then when I go to bed and I'm laying there scared of fucking dying one day, I think to myself, why didn't I spend that time exercising? Why didn't I spend that time doing some stretches or doing some push-ups or doing something to benefit my health instead of fucking around on it playing a game? So that's what I struggle with. And sometimes I feel a tiny bit of regret when I waste my time that way. I would rather be hunting.
Listen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something about just being away from everything, being away from your phone, being away from social media, being out in nature, taking in all the fucking everything, and no worries.
Yeah.
That's not wasted time.
I've never been hunting.
Lots of exercise for me, that one was anyway.
Well, you got what, like 56,000 steps through the harsh terrain? Yeah. That's something I've always kind of wanted to do. I've never done it because, again, I'm pretty sure my dad never went hunting. My brothers never went hunting.
Yeah, and me either. I didn't have a hunting family.
No.
I grew up in Scarborough. Fuck.
Yeah, there you go. And, like, shit, I've owned those 2 guns for fucking years. Years. I'd never fired them until I brought them here and we shot fucking beer cans. So it's like, when the means is there, you go. Like, we could just walk the back acres there and try and shoot a pheasant or something one day. Then at least I would get my first hunting trip in.
AJ says, ducks or whatever. AJ says, don't be afraid of death. It's not real. Nothing can stop existing.
Yeah, you got a point there, AJ, but
yeah, but you exist in another form, though, I guess, right?
Oh, yeah.
What you mean?
I mean, your carbon goes on, your body turns into something else, and you're technically still there, but, and we live on in the...
You become a ghost.
Memory, and I don't believe in ghosts.
Become a sexy ghost.
I would love to become a sexy fucking ghost. I will find somebody to haunt, and I will just ravage them. You know, it's gotta. You know, they'll want the ravaging.
That's gotta be consensual.
Let me tell you something. The sexy biscuit ghost is not going to come and ravage you unless you ask for it nicely.
Wow.
You gotta say please. Fucking sex. I'm gonna get myself into trouble with that fucking sexy ghost. Fucking question. Topic bullshit. Have you talked to your therapist about the sexy ghost question today?
The sexy ghost like pull the covers off, you know, sleeping.
You ever see that scene in Ghostbusters where he has a dream that he's getting blown by a ghost? You remember that
Ghostbusters?
That's in Ghostbusters. Dan Aykroyd's having a dream that he's like in a castle and this ghost starts undoing his pants and starts blowing him. It's subtle, but it's a man who hunts ghosts dreaming about a sexy ghost giving him a blowjob.
Yeah.
In a children's fucking PG-13 movie. It's in there.
There was so much shit in the Flintstones that was adult humor.
Were there any sexy ghosts
Holy
in the Flintstones?
fuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of it. But yeah, it partially stems from, well, the idea of the sexy ghost partially stems from that. And it also partially stems from the idea of there's people out there that get these you know, some countries are developing these crazy, like, this technology where, like, they can create, like, fucking lifelike robots.
Oh, like Japan or whatever.
Yeah, and even in movies, there's, like, have you ever seen AI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Will Smith, right?
No. AI. No Will Smith. No, that's Haley Joe Osment, the kid from The Sixth Sense. And what's his name? Jude Law. Jude Law plays a robot gigolo in this movie. Right? He's a robot gigolo.
You downloaded the wrong Ghostbusters, by the way.
Yeah, he probably did. But yeah, he's suave. He's kind of got he looks like a robot, but not like, he still looks like a man. He does this little thing with his neck.
iRobot. That's what I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of iRobot. Yeah. AI is different. And yeah, one of the main characters is a fucking robot gigolo. And it kind of explores this idea of, like, what would you rather have in the future? Would you rather have a robot sex companion that could go crazy and throw up sparks all over your genitals? Or maybe a sexy, horny ghost? What would be safer? Less likely to gank you if it gets bored or gets hacked. Can't hack a ghost. Sexy, horny ghost. You could hack it.
Maybe you could possess it or something.
Yeah. I mean, any entity could potentially turn evil, but these are the big questions we ask on the Double D podcast.
The important fucking questions. The ones that matter. The ones that should be fucking in the news.
And
the real fucking stories.
We will leave you with this final thought. If you had the choice between a robot love companion or a horny, sexy ghost, what would be your preference? I know what I'm picking.
Yeah. You know what? I was going to find that little... Did you like my little jingle I made for you? I think you did. Huh?
The jingle was good, yeah.
I can't find it.
It's okay.
I was going to play it, but whatever.
I can help you with that. 1, 2, 3. Move north.
Buy a truck.
Get somebody pregnant.
We're out. Good night.
Thanks for coming by.
Somebody gonna get pregnant. Watch out, you better watch out, cause somebody gonna get pregnant. You better watch out, you better watch out, cause somebody gonna get pregnant. You better watch out, you better watch out, cause somebody gonna get pregnant.